Okay, today let's talk about well-being rituals and how we can find our most aligned well-being rituals. This is, my first book for some of you who haven't are new to me, let's say. It was called Eat with Intention. And it was a book about connecting to your body wisdom. It had plant-based recipes as well as meditations and mantras to go with everything. And one of the big messages around that book was this kind of aligned well-being rituals message, right? Is that it's not one size fits all. And it drives me absolutely nuts, you see on the internet these days, keto is the way, this is the way, low calorie is the way, spinning is the way, TRX is the way, right? Everything is the way for some people, right? But this work is really about what are the well-being rituals that are aligned with you. And in my experience, that has been the only thing that really changes anything, that really shifts something. Because whether it's you're looking to lose weight, you're looking to get more energy, you're looking to just feel more radiant and healthy, you're ready to feel stronger, we're all made differently. We all have our own, kind of different seasons and cycles and cocktail of, our own genetic things. And so it's important for us to really tune into what is my most aligned, well-being rituals. What is the most aligned way for me to eat, the most aligned way for me to move my body, the most aligned way for me to get the appropriate amount of sleep and self-care and whatever else we might need. And so the important thing here that I think so many people go astray on is becoming your own detective. And that's something I talk about a lot in Eat with Intention, is actually asking yourself, okay, when do I feel my best? Or when do I remember feeling my best? What was I doing at that time? What do I naturally feel called to do right now? So a little way that you can tap into this, and like I said, if you haven't gotten my conscious lifestyle design assessment, it's free. It's at the link below, and it helps you go through all of these 8 areas. And the questions that you'll ask yourself is, what is my highest vision for my well-being rituals? The thing is, I really find when we close our eyes, we all see kind of what our highest self does well-being. For me, I swear, for years, I'm a huge coffee lover. But for years, whenever I close my eyes, I'm never drinking coffee. When I tap into my well-being rituals, I'm always drinking tea. And so that was a shift I eventually started to make, to be drinking more tea, because then I'm in alignment with the vision that I have for myself. For me, I've never had a vision that I have to do CrossFit to be, in shape or well, right? That's never felt aligned for me. Doesn't mean it's not aligned for someone else, right? But in my vision, once again, I see more like yoga, Pilates, spinning, walking, things like that. And so it's about throwing out what your sister, your friend, or your spouse, or whoever you see on Instagram does, and actually going within and asking yourself, what's most aligned for me? For me, I need a lot of sleep. I have friends that function incredibly well on 5 to 6 hours of sleep, and that works for them, right? And so what I think I want, do you remember the most today is throw out these kind of like isms that you've heard, these rules that somebody has created, and actually get in touch with yourself. Ask yourself those questions. What is my vision of who I am and how I'm going to feel? And then what are the shifts that I can make? What are the actions I can start taking? And just start small. I remember with the tea thing specifically, that at first it would just be on certain occasions, not even in the morning, but on certain occasions when I went to go to a coffee shop, I would just actively choose the tea instead. And in those moments, even in the beginning, they were like fewer and far between, I would instantly feel better, right? I would feel better about my choice, because that's the magic of all of this work that we're doing, right? And this in the realignment, and even in this little, mini realignment that you're experiencing here, is that when we make aligned choices, we feel better and our physical health benefits from it. So what you feel and see in your mind's eye intuitively is going to serve you, will serve you, right? And also we can approach this process with a little bit of playfulness and exploration. And so if you tap in the morning and you're like, okay, I always have a smoothie for breakfast, and I don't feel like it's like my most aligned option. And so you tune in, one morning, and you like, what do I see when I see like the me I admire to be? What are they having for breakfast? And maybe they're having, I don't know, an avocado, right? Sorry. Whatever it is, right? Or oatmeal, or whatever it is, right? Tune in and then just try it. Just try it. Don't put any pressure on it. Be like, all right, let me try it. I'm going to grab an avocado next time I'm at the store. Let me have an avocado for breakfast. See how that feels, right? Maybe you have it and you're like, wow, this is great. Maybe you have it and you're like, no, I don't know, right? I'm going to go back to my smoothie. But it's about being in this playful exploration, so we find the things that are aligned for us. And I really, really, really think this is so important when it comes to our well-being rituals, because we are all divinely designed uniquely, and we all go through, especially those women listening, we go through different cycles, different seasons, even just in our menstrual cycle where we are. So really tuning into our bodies and getting into alignment with what feels like the highest good for our body. And that was something, again, that I talked about a lot in Eat with Intention, that sometimes, the kale salad is out of alignment because you're doing it from that place of like, I have to suffer, right? And sometimes like having the french fries is in alignment because you're like, you know what, I'm really craving french fries right now and I'm going to enjoy it, right? And so throw out the rules and ask yourself, what kind of well-being rituals does the me that I aspire to be have? And if you want to dig deeper and deeper, deeper into all these 8 pillars and join me on the realignment with a bunch of other fabulous souls who are doing this deep, juicy, physical and energetic shifting work, please click the link below, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.